Welcome to another podcast of the current situation Manchester United. It's off the top of the bat, bro. Let's just get into some shit. Because yesterday I was supposed to watch a game. Um, actually slept. About uh, about throughout the game. Yeah, I slept throughout the game, and then when I woke up, I said, "Shit, I want to see if the game is still going on." I didn't even check the timing, so I went downstairs, and then I don't know if it's Manchester City. I don't know if it's Manchester. I don't know if it's Manchester City or they are a company of my cable, but yeah, the box was working yesterday and I couldn't watch the game. But based on, because my brother is always on Twitter for most of the part, I went on Twitter and I saw worded commentary on the game. So I said, all right, boom, I can roll with this. And yeah, actually, Manchester United, based on comments, and I've seen a few highlights. I haven't watched the highlights of the game, but I've seen Marcel's hat trick coming into that in a second. Um, yeah, welcome to the podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. Manchester United beat Sheffield United by three goals to nil, which I said they would. Um, yeah, man, that's a clinical hat trick. But there's always gonna be haters, bro. Haters on Twitter saying like there was this comment that caught my eye, and it said, yeah, a 38 or 36-year-old Jack Hilka is playing and Sheffield United is playing their third stringer goalkeeper. So Martial gets a hat trick, and everybody thinks that he's one of the best strikers in the Premier League, and he shouldn't be hyped and shouldn't be put on a pedestal because he's not that good as a striker. Bruh, bruh. Time out, time out. Martial is coming into his own slowly but surely. And if you guys remember, about 3 months ago, I had criticisms for Anthony Martial, and oh, before I get into that, I want to give a disclaimer because I know some of you, so how some of you guys stay. If you're a new listener to this particular podcast of mine, I think that the dress wear of mine that I have on at the moment is the normalcy of things or the common knowledge of things. You're sadly mistaken. I had to do some stuff on the road, and now I'm back. Um, yeah, it's quite a hot day, and I'm wearing this leather jacket. I mean, what? Anyway, so Manchester United, based on commentary I've seen on Twitter, played very well. In terms of the midfield, well, let me start from the goalkeeper because that's where the build-up starts, right? So the goalkeeper, David De Gea, he got a clean sheet. Um, Clean sheets are coming really for De Gea these days, so I guess he's gonna cherish that one at least for a good moment. Eric Bay start with Harry Maguire in defense. Again, I didn't watch him much, but considering that we got a clean sheet, I would expect them to have a decent game at centre half. And in midfield, yeah, Matic, Daddy Matic, Grandpa Matic, with experience with the game, he knew how to control the game. You know what I'm saying, and he was very world class in midfield, based on commentaries from a few Twitter accounts from Mark Goldbridge. Mark Goldbridge was kind of giving Matic a backhanded compliment yesterday on his live stream after the game. He was like saying, Matic, and Mark Goldbridge started talk already. He was like, Matic, from last year to December, he was absolutely crap. He was absolutely crap. Then Oli dropped him and whatever. But he was basically saying, yeah, Matic had a good game. And not to call out Mark Goldbridge, because again, bro, I used to I'm a subscriber of the channel, so you know what's up. But actually, I was a subscriber when he had like 96,000 subscribers. Now man has over 700 and odd thousand subscribers. So you could say that I'm OG. You know what I'm saying? But that's a different story. Well, yeah, he was saying that Matic was very good in midfield, and I think one of the reasons why Matic has like a like a roller coaster ride kind of form is because Matic is at the age and stage, of course, where he needs to play less games. He should be starting every week because he's not. I mean, he's like a powerhouse, but he's not like a N'Golo Kante. You know what I'm saying? There's different types of defensive midfielders. You have the Claude Mikelele type of defensive midfielders, and you have I wouldn't say Andre Pirlo, but more like your Cambiaso types of defensive midfielders. So those tenacious defensive midfielders are like Claude Mikelele, N'Golo Kante, um, Gay from PSG, those types of defensive midfielders, and Ndidi, Papa Didi, you know what I mean, Puff Didi. Yeah, those types of defensive midfielders are different from your Cambiasos, your Matic, and other defensive midfielders. So I'm very proud of Nemanja Matic's performance yesterday, although I didn't really see it yesterday. But yeah, man, I take off my coat like I'm the Undertaker starting to play a match, a boxing match, a wrestling match. Um, yeah, and in midfield, Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, according to some, were saying that they had a very good game, but they weren't as immense as Nemanja Matic in midfield, which was very good, very good. Another thing, I did say Daniel James was going to get dropped yesterday, and voila, it was spoken into existence. But Greenwood, I think I'm not sure if Greenwood had a spectacular game or still a game, but you know what I'm saying he's a good player, and we know what Mason Greenwood can be. You know, in the upcoming future. I'm going to do a podcast on Mason Greenwood. Marcus Rashford. Some guys are saying Marcus Rashford didn't have a very good game. Again, I didn't really watch the game, but they said that he had 2 assists yesterday. And of course, people were saying, yeah, because he had 2 assists yesterday, he played well, didn't he? My thing is, bro, and again, I'm not the biggest endorser of mathematics or statistics, but you have to understand that stats is different from how you play on the pitch. You know, you get what I'm trying to say. So if you're trying to ask me what's my evaluation on watching football, or knowing what is football, I rather watch the game with my 2 eyes than to watch the statistics with my 2 eyes, because again statistics can be deceiving to a degree. To a degree. Um, but yeah, that will do Rashford's confidence because he hasn't been playing that much ever since his injury. Um, and of course the big man. I did say he was going to be dropped in my preview, but you know what I'm saying, Odianigalo say nah. Let Marcel start up top. He's gonna get his hat trick. He's gonna get his hat trick, and voila, he got his hat trick. I wouldn't say it's a perfect hat trick, but hat trick nonetheless. And speaking of that hat trick, Manchester United haven't got a hat trick, excluding yesterday's game, of course. Haven't scored a Premier League hat trick ever since Robin van Persie scored that hat trick that won Manchester United the Premier League in 2013, April of 2013. So you can just snip that statistic in the board because Anthony Martial stood up to the plate and just hit that one for a home run. Yeah, he got a hat trick. Yeah. As it relates to Sheffield United, I feel for Chris Wilder because again he lost to Newcastle 3-0. He lost to Manchester United 3-0. So I guess there's a trend going on at Sheffield United, but I don't think he'll be happy with that. And I think Sheffield United is going to play Arsenal next. Hmm. Some tasty fixtures for Sheffield United. And I don't think Chris Wilder doesn't want his squad to like drop points, especially at the end of the season. So I don't think he'll be happy with losing consecutive games 3-0. That's like forfeiting on FIFA and getting 3-0. I guess he just prefer to play the game, I guess. But yeah, I think Manchester United play well. And speaking of Manchester United, speaking about the forward three, I just like to read this stat. Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford, and Mason Greenwood have now scored 51 goals and assisted another 15 this season. Anthony Martial has 19 goals, 5 assists. Marcus Rashford has 18 goals, 6 assists, and Mason Greenwood, the player I represent and present on Twitter, of course, has 14 goals and 4 assists. I think Manchester United's, again, this is my opinion, and I want you guys to leave your comments down below in the comment section. And if you think this is Manchester United breaking out of that chain that have been keeping them for 6 years down, you think Manchester United is going to become that force of old due to recent form? Do you think Ole is still the right man to coach these players, to manage these players so they can be Manchester United that they were back in the day? Leave your comments below in the comment section. Yeah, about that trio. I'm not sure if this is official and I don't have the energy to look it up, but I think there was someone saying that Manchester United front three, the one that I just mentioned, has more goals than Liverpool's front three. Okay. I wouldn't really go deep into that because again, if you were to ask me, would you be in first place or would you have these types of statistics? Of course, I wouldn't. The latter would be the former because first is always the best place. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's just my opinion. But there are some guys speaking of statistics. They just want stat. They don't want to become first. But they're saying, "Yo, I want, I want personal I want personal praise. I want statistics to my name. I want 15 goals. I want 15 assists. I want, you know, team come first, bro. Team come first. That's the team that you're playing for. Um, so I think Manchester United is on a good run. But this is the juice I want to get to in this podcast because again I don't want this podcast to be long. Um, I said that Matic wouldn't start in the Sheffield game, which he did start. But what I did say a couple months ago, and I echoed it in my preview match, two of my preview matches against Tottenham and Sheffield, I said that Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba cannot start together. Some of you guys go say, oh, he's gonna flop, he's gonna be a bad wagon, he's gonna change his opinion. Would you look at this? Would you look at this? Would you look at um here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. When you have a double dose of a world class defensive midfielder sitting at the base of the midfield. I have like Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba. Again, I'm no football expert, but I think that midfield can actually work. So again, I'll just raise my hand to guilt to conceding defeat and that. You know what I'm saying? I'll just put you know, I'll just wave my white flag and say, you know what, I was wrong. But again, that's just one game, and I could be wrong, I could be right. But yeah, I'll just put my ego to the side and say there's a possibility that midfield can actually work for Manchester United with Matic. Again, I said Matic cannot be playing a lot of games. And if he cannot play a lot of games and you start Scott McTominay as defensive midfielder, I, again, let me not confuse myself. So if Matic, Paul Pogba, and Bruno Fernandes play together, that will be an impeccable midfield for Manchester United to start. I think that midfield will cause problems for the opposition. My biggest fear is that the midfield is too static and slow. I'm not saying Paul Pogba is false, but I'm saying Paul Pogba is not the type to to run back and track back. You know, I don't that's not Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is a box to box midfielder or attacking midfielder. So my thing is that if that midfield plays, especially at home, Manchester United is going to knock some sides out of the park. That's my take. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if Matic doesn't start and he plays Scott McTominay, Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, again I might concede defeat on this one again, but I think there needs to be some tenacity to midfield, which would summon the defensive midfield player Fred. I think he's a box to box, but that's a different story. But he can add tenacity and speed to that midfield. So we have a balance. We have a balance in that midfield. Is it going to be as creative as Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes with Scott McTominay or Nemanja Matic? Of course not. Of course not. But again, midfield, one of my common phrases, and probably I should use it as my mission statement, is that midfield is moderation. Moderation is key. You don't need a marquee midfield. A marquee midfield might be very creative and marketable, at least on paper, but on the pitch, that's a different story. Look at what Real Madrid did in the early 2000s with a midfield of when they saw Makelele, of course, Beckham, Figo, Zidane, and Guti. That's four world-class midfielders. Who is the defensive midfielder out of these three? Out of these four, who? See, and that's why Real Madrid didn't win. Not only didn't win the league, but they haven't won the Champions League for a while. After 2002, I think that's the last time. Yeah, I think that's when they won the Champions League. But bringing back to Manchester United, bro. Yeah, I'm very grateful and happy that Manchester United really came out of their shells and got goals. I said Manchester United needed goals, and they got those goals from one player, Anthony Martial. Speaking of Anthony Martial, I had criticism for Anthony Martial 2 to 3 months ago, but last month, last game, bro, he was based on based on comments that I've seen, and probably one could say, yo, it's bias. Statistics don't mean anything in football. You know what I'm saying? He could have not done anything during the game, but he had 3 touches, and those 3 touches just end up in the back of the net. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. I mean, you might have a point, but again, bro, confidence is going to develop his confidence and mentality because he got that totally way. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, he's going to be happy. But they scored a hat trick against a 36-year-old Jackie Elka or a third stringer goalkeeper. He's still going to be happy that he netted a hat trick. You know. Um. Yeah. And another thing, speaking of statistics, this is Martial's best season since at Manchester United, of course, since his first season under LVG, and his Rashford's best season, and of course his Mason Greenwood season. Best season because this is his debut season as a professional player. Um, what else I wanted to touch on? Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this podcast. Oh, some of you guys might be wondering, well, why didn't you do like a after game video yesterday, bro? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Honestly, I didn't feel in the mood, and some of you guys go say, I told you he doesn't like Anthony Martial. If Anthony Martial didn't score a hat trick, he would have done that after game thought and give his thoughts on the game. Nah, I wasn't in the mood, bro. I felt like I felt like I was on negative cloud -9. I was so low. My mood was yeah, I felt like a bitch on period or something. Like For real, for real, for real. Um, yeah, I think that's it for this podcast. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday afternoon. It's a Sunday afternoon on my end, and I just hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day. Stay safe. Peace.